uniforms. Ready?
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 10-2 saw. Watch my board. Check, 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 check. Protein spill. Hey! Go, 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 go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Walk time. Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down. Shoot. Go, 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 run.
He'll have a first down past the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
5. 57.
2nd and 6. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Hey, pick up.
Now back to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 37 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
3 down, 3 down. Run left.
From the shotgun, Wilson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Come on, baby.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Wilson will throw again. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
You ran into a brick wall, baby. You ran into a brick wall, baby.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. '19. 45.
To throw again is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
And I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throwing again here. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Get in the right room. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Fair. Let's go.
Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal.
Stand up in. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45. I got one. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off. Hey. Let's get off.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach.
Entering pause screen, resume. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
Show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
We got 3. Hey, alert. Hey, 0, 0, 0.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
3 down.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Set. 18 Gator.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Move.
3 down.
Go. Look at me. Zipper.
Back up.
Fire.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Dustin Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Taken in at the 22. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a give right side. It's Carson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
315. 45.
I got him.
From the gun, Wilson dancing to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think you've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
It's just me and you.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long.
Hey, exit. Get it.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now it's Lockett. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Just like that. Just like that. Go. Check 45 to Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing deep for, and got his man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenny Galladay, 72 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah. 57. Hey, 5-7. 2.
Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And for the defense, their third sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Let's go.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Complete to Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First down, Atlanta.
Down. 10 Tucson.
All day, every day, any day.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
No. Off. Alert, alert. 45's the mic. I'm coming. Delta. You mine. Check, 45's the mic.
Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Mike 5-4.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target. That'll bring up second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Check 9. Gun.
Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
14. Good touch.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to air one out. And this is caught at the 20. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. You gonna get this ball? Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Now it's Carson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I feel like the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ready. 54. Hey, zoom. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike's 55.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is brought in by Gibson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
First down, Atlanta.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Go, go. 36, 36. Shit. Look, squeeze. Check 26, check 26. My chance. Watch twist. Defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Spinning away. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Strong right.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Jim. Switch. Yep. Bam. Check three. Show it. Gone. Check. Fresno. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bravo.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And a Falcon first down.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball. Hey, orbit. 54.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, foxtrot. Now.
2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. 3rd down here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go, defense.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think
Entering, pause screen, resume. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game, cancel.
next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch tight end, tight right, tight right.
Hey, you got three down.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Zebra. 12.
Check the backer.
61. Match box.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On the set. Mike 54. Push him back. Push him back. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready? 8, read. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Exit, exit. Fire.
2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
He'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Kill, kill, kill. He's crashed. Hey, Sam on. Take the edge. Come, come. 25.
They'll try and run for it. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's going. We got double up. Roll out. Check. Hot route. Hot. Get it. Watch the wind.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 6. The quick slant caught. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Bang, bang. Hard. Hey, Jack.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. his second touchdown of the night, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
All day, defense. Hey! All day. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll try and run it in. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too patient. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tack McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. On second down, it's Coleman. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Mike, 45. That's the pass. 45's the Mike. All day. All day.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Good job right there. You pop. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Echo. 45's the Mike. 45's the Mike. Watch the run. 45, 45's Mike, 45. Yo. One flip. Nice.
Throwing now is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
I know he ain't got it. 4 down. 14. Check. 45's the Mike. I'm on. Hayward. Check 45's the Mike. Check 45's the Mike. Now watch run. 12. Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. One last shot for Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
That's how we do it.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.